Hello, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here today to talk about 3 tools to help you transcend holiday drama. Welcome to the channel. This is a place where we help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so that you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. And my friends, everything you want is there ready to be activated here and now. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel. And I started this channel talking about emotional mastery, and I think this is the perfect time of year to revisit some of the tools that I came up with because we attach so much meaning to the holidays, right? So much significance, and with family and traditions and, the social conditioning of what the holidays should be and should look like in the mix, it is easy to get triggered at this time of year. Our inner world is just as much a manifestation as our outer world. And so I think it's important and fun and useful to keep just as tidy a house of your inner world. And I want to give you some tools to do that today during these next few months. Because we want to, however we're being, our beingness really begins in our inner world of our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and managing those effectively and being able to instantly shift, instantly pivot is a super useful skill that will also serve you when you're focusing then on bigger manifestations out in the 3D. So let's talk about these tools. Tool number 1, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. If you're a child of the 80s or 90s, you're going to know what I'm talking about. That song's going to pop into your head. Drop it like it's hot is an attention tool. Just as if you were holding a hot rock in your hands. Oh, ooh, ow, 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 it's burning me. And you drop it on the ground and you leave it there and you go do something else. If you can completely remove your attention from something, this is an incredible manifesting muscle to exercise. And you can give yourself a time frame. Say, you know what, I'm just going to drop this for the next hour. I'm going to drop this for the next minute. I'm going to drop this overnight, or I'm going to drop this until I feel like picking that damn rock up again, because you're the creator again. And when we do this, we are going to I found in practicing this tool, drop it like it's hot, that we're not only able to stop ruminating, the mental habits of rumination and fixation on problems, we can drop them easier when we practice doing this regularly. But we're also able to pivot faster to what we do want to pay attention to, right? The things that we do want to pay attention to. So you're going to find as you do this in your inner world, as you practice dropping it like it's hot, you're also going to get better when you see something in the 3D that you don't like. You're going to drop that like it's hot too. And so this is great during the holiday time to practice drop it like it's hot. Number 2 is Bentinho Massaro's 2 to 3 second kind of blank slate tool. Now, what Bentinho, he is a spiritual teacher. He is one of my favorites. I really like him. And he's got a tool he encourages people to do 2 to 3 seconds without thought. When you try this, it's a great tool because it reminds us that we're the container, right? We are not the things that are happening to us. We are not our thoughts and feelings and emotions. We're something much bigger than that. I like to think about it like a theater. We are the theater building. We're the bones of the theater. And all of the things that are happening inside of us, right? The images, the people coming and going, the things on stage, the costume, the drama, the trauma, all that stuff inside the theater building, the physical building of the theater, are our manifestations, right? Are the things that are coming and going, our projections, are the changing nature of reality. We are the container. We're the theater building, right? So when we take that 2 to 3 seconds without thought, there it is. We touch that. We reach up and we touch the memory of being the container, and we can actually feel it. It's palpable in that exercise, right? And there's a really profound solidity to this when you do it regularly. Because at first when you do it, you're like, I don't feel anything. But the 2 to 3 seconds of stopping thought is like a mini meditation, right? This is why we're encouraged to meditate, is so that we can remember who we really are, what we are, and we are the container. We're that awareness container, right? That is unchanging and solid and infinite and will go on and on for eternity, and that is unchangeable, right? Nothing can be taken or added to it because it's complete and intact and solid and infinite. That's what you get in that 2 to 3 seconds, if that makes sense. And it's so solid that it almost doesn't feel like anything, right? It's like breathing. You forget that it's there because it's always there and it's always supporting you and it's always life-giving. But that 2 to 3 seconds of just blank slate, be the container. Feel yourself as the container and the solidity of that. And that rest, that little bit of rest that you get from letting go of everything that's happening inside, right? The manifestations, releasing the fixation on them, releasing the attention, releasing the story, releasing it all just to be the container for 2 to 3 seconds. Another great tool. The third tool that is really useful, 3, is very similar to that, the zoom out or the witness tool. Now, I used to call this my stop, drop, and roll tool. And what we do here is we're actually going to disidentify with the problem just enough spatially to experience it safely. So whenever we're having some negative emotion come up, we're triggered, we're annoyed, remember these are often emotional habits that we're just playing out, right? If we go back to the theater analogy, it's the same old intermission sketch that comes up again. Oh, it's coming up again. Here it is. And it's just a couple minutes long. That's the beauty of it. It's usually only a couple minutes long. If we're not in the audience giving a standing ovation and telling the players to keep doing it, right? To keep going. And so the zoom out method, where we kind of back off when we start to feel the negative emotion or the trigger or the story, we back off from it just enough. And you can kind of envision it as, recognize yourself as the theater building, the structure, versus being the actors on stage, right? Back off. It physically feels like a spatial move, like you're spatially in your body, in your mind, backing off just a little bit, that you're becoming the witness of what's happening on stage. You're witnessing what's happening on stage as opposed to being on stage and being the actor. Does that make sense? So a deeper description of this kind of zoom out tool is included in the description box. I call it the stop, drop, and roll maneuver. So go ahead and check that out. It gives you a more in-depth description of how to do that. But stop, drop, and roll, this kind of zooming out, again, allows you just watch it. You witness that little sketch for 2 to 3 minutes. You witness yourself having this emotional reaction, but you're not identifying as it. You don't forget that you are it, because that's often when we prolong these emotions, when we get into the character and we are them and we're acting it out but if we can just step back and be the witness just as long as they last, because it's usually just a habit, just as long as that emotion lasts, it will typically only last a couple minutes. And then we just move on with our day. That's it. We just witness it. We're like, okay, that's not me. I am the structure. I am not the actor. I'm not the emotion. I'm not anger. I'm not sadness. I'm not guilt, shame, fear, upset, frustration, annoyance. I am not that. I am the witness to it. You witness it, you let it burn itself out, and then you move on to what's next. So, quick recap. Drop it like it's hot. Totally remove your attention. And when you come back to whatever it is, you will feel differently, I guarantee. Number 2, the blank slate method with Bentino Massaro's 2 to 3 second suspending thoughts. Just kind of that blank slate, 0 point clearing out, 2 to 3 seconds. Or number 3, the third tool, my stop, drop, and roll tool, which is where you witness yourself, back up a little bit as you're experiencing a negative emotion, witness it, and then let it go. So I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you tried any of these. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to engage with you. Drop a comment below. Have a wonderful holiday season, and thanks for watching.